Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would share with you how I decluttered and reorganized my bookshelf behind me. I have had this bookshelf ever since I moved in here, which was about a year and a half ago. I got it from Kmart. I think it was about $39, something super affordable, and I'm pretty sure you can still get them. They're just a white ladder bookshelf, and I still think they look so cool. And when I first got it, I put in a whole bunch of effort trying to make it look pretty, and then I'm pretty sure I have cat fluff on my face because I was just hugging him. Whoops. Anyway, when I first got it, I put in all this effort of like keeping it looking really nice, and I did all my decor and stuff, but then I kind of stole some decor off it to put in other areas of my house, and then I just kind of stopped caring, and I had a mismatch of all these candles, and then I just kind of started to chuck stuff there. I had a mismatch of different colored books and whatnot, and it just started to look really awful and not very nice, and I just haven't touched it in the longest time. And so yesterday I decided I was going to get in and clean it, and I'd started the first shelf and got part of the way through the second shelf, and I was like, hang on, we need to back this up. I need to film this because I thought it would be a really cool idea to share with you how I did this entire bookshelf completely out of decor that I already owned. There is nothing new purchased here, and I actually recycled a couple of items as well. So I thought I would share that with you. So I rewound a little bit. I put the stuff back on the shelves to show you what it looked like beforehand, and then I started again showing you what I did. So I am obsessed. I love it. It has totally changed the energy in this room, and I love how it looks. It's so fresh and really chic and stylish. And so I'm really, really happy at how it all came together, and I just wanted to share with you how I did it. So if you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you're new, and let's get started with decluttering my shelf. So this is my really awful bookshelf that I've had pretty much since I moved in, and I've just stopped caring about it. I've got a mismatch of different books on here, flowers, a container that is so overflowing with electrical cords and electronics, and I just decided today it's time to give this a dust, clean it off, and start reorganizing it and making it look pretty again with some other decor that I have taken from other parts of my apartment, and I'm going to rearrange this and make this really pretty. This top shelf, I have two candles. This is a dusk candle that smells like a delicious man, and it's pretty much all gone, so I've just lit it just now to kind of get rid of the rest of it. This one is also from dusk, and it's really dusty. So yeah, I'm going to take both of these off here, and neither of them are coming back. So I have this rose gold vase that I got from Kmart well and truly over a year ago. It was like the big classic geometric rose gold vase from Kmart that everybody had. And then I also have these rocks that my cat is just ripping into. He's always got to be in my videos. He's got to be the center of attention, I swear. Long story short, I have these stones because the guy that I've been seeing, we did some like potting and some plants over at his place, and then these were the leftover rocks. So he gave them to me, and they've just been sitting around here for like a month or so, and now I finally have something to do with them. So I'm going to take the glass part of the vase out and then just layer the rocks up, and hopefully it'll create something really cool. I'm not sure if it will, but we're gonna give it a go. So I've taken the round vase that was on the shelf above this one that had the horrible pink flowers in it, and I've taken a whole bunch of the silver pine cones and ornaments and stuff that, if you remember, I got these from Spotlight at Christmas time, and I've still had them in my apartment, and I just thought I'm kind of going with a black, white, green, silver, and a little bit of wood theme. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of these into this jar because I think it will go really well. This is actually making me so excited, like reusing everything. It makes me feel really innovative. I've also got a couple of these like sort of brown ones that will go with like the lid on the brown lid on the container on the top shelf. So I thought that would work well. And here is the final shelf. I am so happy with it. I think it looks amazing. The last whole shelf set out was just stuff thrown together that I just didn't care about. I just kept stacking books up as I got them, and I wasn't trying to make it pretty or neat, and now that I've done this, it looks so good. And on top of that, nothing is new. All of this is stuff that I have recycled or I already owned, and I think that's so awesome. So I'm gonna go through everything shelf by shelf. So I'm starting with the top shelf here. I have this little white container that has I don't know what kind of pattern this is. Is it checkered or is it just like a gridded pattern imprinted on the side of it? It has a wooden lid. I got this from Big W. There is absolutely nothing in this container. I don't store anything in it. It used to be on my bedside table, but I've now moved it out here and it has a new home. And then next to that, I have my diptyque candle box. This is the box that the candle actually came in. The candle is in my office, but I didn't want to throw away the box because I think it looks so nice anyway. And I always figured I could use it as decor, and now I finally have. And then next to that, I have the most classic Ikea plant. I think everyone has this plant or has had this plant at some stage. It's just that green plastic plant that you get at Ikea for like $2.50 or something, and then the classic white container to hold it in, which is also like $2.50 or something. This has lived in quite a few different places. I think it began on like my makeup, it moved to a bookshelf, and now this is its new home. On the second shelf down, I've already explained where I got these rocks from, and I'm so happy that I was able to recycle and reuse a vase that I was probably going to get rid of, and then I also was able to declutter and find a place to put the rocks to live because they've just been sitting on a table and they've been driving me insane. Next to that, I have my little coin tray. This is just a mismatch of different coins from different countries. There is some Australian money in there, and I just kind of come here and get some coins if I ever need any, maybe for parking or something. The rest of the coins are just my leftover coins from travel. So I've got some Indonesian money, I think I've got some New Zealand money in there possibly, and I've also got some Japanese coins. So that's kind of a nice little collection of all the places I've traveled, which I think is really fun. And then next to that, I have this silver lantern with a pillar candle inside of it. I can't remember where I bought this. I got it from the US. I will leave a link to the video that I did a big haul about this in, and I just realized I did a terrible job at cleaning the top of it. It's got marks all over it, so I'm gonna have to re-clean that. But this used to sit next to my TV, and I've just pulled it over here, and I like where it is. On the third shelf down, I have this other little Ikea plant. It has that white pot. You can get these in a range of different sizes. I actually have a really large one for one of my other plants. And then I also have this little plant that's from Ikea. It's just another variation of their little plastic fake plants. I think the pot looks really cute because it kind of reminds me of like a knitted sweater pattern. And then next to that, I have this soy candle from Dusk. Yeah, from Dusk. And this is kind of like I think it's like a vanilla flavor. I'm not really sure, but it smells very festive and I quite like it. I don't burn it very often because it is such a festive scent. I think it's definitely more of a Christmas candle, but I think it looks really, really pretty here. And then next to that, of course, I have my play button for YouTube for 100,000 subscribers, which is so awesome, and I love that. And I think my favorite transformation is definitely the bottom shelf. It looks so good. And again, I have another recycle, like DIY decor thing here. This was just the vase that had some flowers in it. I got this for $5 from a homewares store that was closing down in Brisbane like 2 years ago, and I had those hideous roses in it. I'm getting rid of those roses for sure. And then I have put in all the little different, I don't know what they're called, silver pine cones, little ornament pieces that I got at Christmas time to do kind of a festive look. But I think just picking out the silver and the brown ones here, it makes it look really nice, and I really like how that turned out. So that was a fun little like recycling home decor piece there. And then next to that, I have a storage box that's much smaller than the other one. This one was from in my spare bedroom, or now current bedroom's wardrobe, where I have all of my boxes for stationery items and all different things. So I did have pens and pencils in this box, but I will find somewhere new for the pens and pencils. And then on top of that, I've kept my book that's like a nice black and white looking book that I can keep out here and it's not too colorful. And then on top of that, I actually just have a box from a piece of jewelry that I got from my friend Alex, who has LX Design Jewelry. I'll leave a link to her website in the description. You should definitely check it out. It's called House of LX. And then, yeah, that's kind of what I've done. I'm really excited about that. Everything else that was really unattractive and really ugly on here has gone into the TV cabinet cupboard just there. That's where all of that stuff's gonna be hidden away, all the books that are like colorful and whatnot. Everything else, any of the excessive electronics, I was actually able to declutter some of these electronics and get rid of them. and I think everything else I'm probably just gonna get rid of and declutter and throw out. So yeah, that's how it all turned out. So that is my bookshelf decluttering video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. This was one video. The next part is my dining table and the little office space that I have behind the dining table that I never use as an office space because it is covered in stuff. So we're gonna declutter all of that and clean that up, and I'm gonna share that with you as well. And then I'm just gonna keep going bit by bit around my house. I've decided it's a thing. I really want to get in and clean it. I'm doing it anyway, so I'm going to share with you guys the whole process and what I do and how I get everything to look the way that it does. So I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please subscribe because there will be so many more. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I will leave a link to another one of my organization and like decluttering videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!